Remember the Ryder Cup is Howard Wilkinson's final message to his Leeds United players. The manager mindful of sporting comebacks. Even so, it'll be a major shock if Leeds lose such an emphatic advantage. Two changes in this lineup from the one that triumphed in Monte Carlo. Paul Beasley and David White in for the injured Tony Dorigo and Noel Whelan. Monaco's boss, Jean Tigana, rings the changes. Barthez, Petit, Puel, Vio and Madar are all new names from the starting 11 2 weeks ago, and the Frenchman suffered a body blow last night when their captain Eric Dimeco was informed in a 7 p.m. phone call from UEFA that he's suspended after a yellow card in Marseille's 1993 European Cup final against AC Milan. He shouldn't have apparently played in the first leg of this tie. This is the first French team to play at Elland Road, and it's a first visit too for Swiss referee Serge Mumenthaler, who comes from a Swatch village, as he calls it, just outside Bern. Much conjecture about the approach of these two sides. Leeds hit Monaco with the goal as early as the 3rd minute in the first leg, and one assumes that the Frenchmen will themselves be looking for an early goal to get a feel that they can get back into this time. Yeboah was just offside. Free kick taken by Barthez and allowed to run through, and Anderson coming in behind David Weatherall nearly got an important touch there. The implacable manager alongside his chairman. And there goes Yeboah with almost his first touch of the night. Snappy challenges there from Monaco. Schifo feeds Anderson. Wide is Madar. Has a go. Lukic down sharply to it. Well, this youngster scored twice in the win over Saint Etienne last week, so he's a man in form and willing to try his luck. Scything short of shot, it never got much lift. Lukic made a comfortable stop. White, he's got pace. And the defender Petit seemed to have brought White down, so a free kick for Leeds. The first time they've had one in a good position. White floats one long, Dean's at the back stick. Header behind the goal from Big Brian Dean, who hasn't got a goal yet this season. The manager unstinting in his praise of Dean's work so far, despite a lack of goals. And he's the one who soars at the back post, way up above the defender, but can't direct the header. And Palmer's always willing to chase and harry opponents. And now Dean gets a foot in there. Cut out by Paul Beasley. Summer signing from Sheffield United. Many raised their eyebrows at that. He is 30 years of age, but I think Howard Wilkinson had his European campaign very much in mind, Beasley being an Englishman. They've got 3 foreigners out there tonight. The Irishman Kelly, the Scotsman McAllister and Yeboah. And they've handed the ball back and the initiative back, and here's a shot, palmed away by Lukic. Dos Santos it was who thumped that one in. And a fine response from the Leeds keeper, but a clear warning there to Leeds not to dally around the edge of their own area. Leeds owe a debt of gratitude to John Lukic for this. There was total confusion back there, leaving Dos Santos with a free hit at the target. Good stop. Well, I've seen some great European nights here at Elland Road, but it's a long time since they were in the UEFA Cup, 1979, a competition they won twice when it was known as the Intercities Fairs Cup. And a free kick's going to be awarded here because McAllister's boot was rather high, which is why Dos Santos is biting the turf at the moment. The Scottish captain there, it was a little high, and right in front of Mr. Mumenthaler. Well, Anderson usually fancies his chances because he's got a good shot on him. So is Schifo, of course. And Petit, the left back, looks interested. As again, Leeds have everybody behind the ball. Tigana's on the touchline, probably wishing if only he could take a part in this. Clear manoeuvre for Anderson's shot, deflected and in. A goal for Monaco, which brings the tie back to life in so many ways. Sonny Anderson claims it. Lukic totally wrong-footed by the deflection. It was a well-worked free kick, and it comes off a member of the Leeds wall, leaves Lukic absolutely helpless. But critically, Monaco are back in this tie. Now just 3-1 down. It came off Weatherall. Lukic had no hope. Jean Tigana will have been so relieved to have had that one goal, which does undoubtedly bring the tie back to life. And Anderson again, he twists, he turns, he shoots, and Lukic stops. Well, a few years ago, Leeds won in Belgium 2-0 in a first leg and then lost the second leg 4-0. They'll be hoping history doesn't repeat itself. This chap's trying to make sure it does. Without being alarmist, Leeds are in a spot of bother here. They've conceded a goal in the first half to the Brazilian Sonny Anderson, a deflected free kick, and that means that overall the lead has been cut to just 2 goals. Howard Wilkinson might have a few rasping words for his players in the dressing rooms. The half-time score, Leeds United 0, Monaco 1. Remember, that means Leeds lead 3-1 overall. We'll take a short break. Jean Tigana did say that he still fancied Monaco's chances of getting through this one after their 4-2 away win at Saint Etienne last week. He hadn't fancied their chances at all after the first result, and they've really shown some resolve tonight, the Frenchmen. Remember, it's 3-1 overall now. Leeds moving forward with Pemberton. And they've really got to hit out a bit more at Monaco, really. Leeds tended to seem to sit back. And the goalkeeper there is wearing green in this second half. Barthez was wearing yellow, you remember, in the first half. Well, apparently it's the UEFA ruling that the goalkeeper shouldn't wear the same colour. Lukic is in yellow, he's at home, so the Frenchman has had to change his colour to green. But Monaco often been sharper to the ball in midfield. Slipped in here for Anderson. And hooked across goal, just away, but only as far as Vio. Leeds continue to sit back. Into it comes Petit. Schifo. Can he find a way through? Might try himself now. Schifo, left foot. Good stop, Lukic. Enzo Schifo created the opening for himself. He found the space beautifully here, taking on McAllister, dragging the ball away from him. I think he knew what he was up to then, but Lukic denied him. Mark Tinkler will come on in place of David White for Leeds. Well, White's never quite got into the match this evening. So Mark Tinkler, another who's come through the ranks here, 20-year-old from Bishop Auckland, whose last appearance was back in March against Coventry City. Gets a chance. And Speed does a terrific job following, winning it back, and now he'll attack. Here goes Gary Speed. Yeboah's ahead of him in the middle. Here comes Yeboah now. But there was no way for him through. Dumas sticking with him. And again a crescendo of noise around Elland Road. It was a great tackle initially by Speed, and then he was released up a left-hand channel. Just tried to nick it into Yeboah. Vio. Indeed it is Dan Peterson. And the player who gives way is Vio. Peterson, Danish international, like caps. Palmer somehow drags himself free of that tackle, slips it in for McAllister. He's got to feed it through here for Dean. It's Leeds' best chance. Dean's shot, and it soars over the top. It's a better Leeds move, and the first real clear opening that they've created. A shot for Brian Dean, who pulls it back inside Dumas and hoofs it over the top. And all great players can still carry on learning to the end of their days. Thuram, that's a good ball into space here, and a good covering tackle by Wetherill. Otherwise Madar might have been in for a second Monaco goal. And the Frenchmen have won a couple of corners, which they seek to exploit now. In a way it was dangerous though. Dos Santos, it bounced uncomfortably for him, and it's knocked in, and Madal, oh, wonderful, wonderful save by Lukic. John Lukic there makes one of the saves of the season. He looked an absolutely certain scorer, Madar, under the crossbar, and now the ball goes over the top, but the fans there still applauding Lukic for that flying save. Oh, you talk about great goals, what about great saves? The ball hoisted in there by Petit. Madal just looked as though he had to score. So great credit there to 34-year-old John Lukic, agile as ever. Tigana's side have really given it a go this evening. There is Vrij. And again, the nerves are jangling at the moment for Leeds. It's cut back in here. Oh, and it's deflected and just wide. Well, that would have been agonising for Lukic, who's been beaten by one deflection tonight. And Christopher Vrij here, with his first shot, could well have scored a goal. There it goes, off Wetherill. Corner. Great clearing header. And it was from Wetherill, who also got a smack in the mouth at the same time. But concentrates on his defending job. As Schifo seeks an opening which he can't find. We're coming up towards the last 5 minutes of the contest, and it's still 1-0, Monaco on the night. Thuram. Peterson drifts one across there, and another fabulous save. Anderson can't believe it. Lukic makes a terrific stop again, and the goalkeeper's agility in this second half has probably guaranteed Leeds going through. John Lukic must be thrilled with his performance this evening. It's the Brazilian Anderson who's looking for his second of the night, who climbs high, and that's another terrific save. Great tackle from Cousins. Oh no, the referee said it struck his arm. He handled it. He says it struck his chest. And he's shown a yellow card, Cousins, for objecting to the referee's ruling. Shows how fierce the competition is right to the final whistle. Here goes Petit. Monaco wants a second goal. Beasley puts it away for the moment. Knocked back in by Vrij. Claimed by Lukic. Good ball in from Petit, this one. Beasley's head, and then Lukic was on the end of that header. It's not exactly the way Leeds would have wanted to go through, but any qualification for the next round is welcome. And John Lukic earns the plaudits tonight, just as Yeboah did in Monte Carlo. Two thrilling saves by the 34-year-old goalkeeper have kept Monaco at bay, but Sonny Anderson there scored midway through the first half, and Leeds had a job on their hands after that. They've gone through uncomfortably, one would say. Leeds United 0, Monaco 1. Leeds go through to the next round, 3-1 on aggregate.
Did they make it more uncomfortable for you than you expected?
No, they're a class side. They've got good players in there, so you know you're not going to get any easy games, especially in Europe. And no, they didn't surprise us. But like I say, we've got beat 1-0 on the night, deflection on the goal, but nevertheless, like I say, there's a lesson to be learned.
You must just get as big a thrill now as you did when you played in the last UEFA campaign, when you pull off saves like those two in the second half.
I can't remember the last campaign, John.
I wasn't going to tell you how long ago, but it's a long time, John.
Yeah, I just enjoy playing. I think if you don't enjoy playing, then you shouldn't be playing the game, and I enjoyed it tonight.